pool play here in the 13U division. The fall championship at Canal Park, field number 4. Tournament put on by USSSA, broadcast by USSSA Sports Network. I'm Doc. I'll be your commentator throughout the game. Lucas is behind the plate for Prime Naturals. This is going between the Naturals and R3 Blue. And on the mound is Caden to start things off. The batting order for R3 is going to be Sammy, Bryce, Ryan, Kievan, Ricky, Reed, Rocco, Sam, Kellen, Anthony, and Jets. Just about to get things underway. Sammy steps into the batter's box to face off against Caden. And we're about to get this one underway. Again, thanks for joining us. Glad to have you aboard. First pitch, ball 1. And this ball game is underway. So 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch, ball high. 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes to Sammy. Nobody out, nobody on. Top first, just getting underway here. Ball low. And it's 3-0. And the 3-0 pitch. Caden delivers his first strike. There's a foul ball, and that makes it count 3-2. So Caden has brought it all the way back from being behind 3-0 to bringing it to a 3-2 count here in the first inning. Between R3 Blue and the Naturals. There's ball 4. And Sammy is on with the leadoff walk here in the top of the first. It brings in Bryce. Ryan on deck. And then Ryan will be followed by Kievan. I already went through the lineup. Sorry. I was in my mind. I was thinking I hadn't done that, but I have. There's a ball low, and that's 1-0 to Bryce. We got one more game after this one, which is going to feature R3 and Diamond Elite Nationals. So R3 Blue and Diamond Elite Nationals. And the pitch. Ball low. 2-0. Ball outside, 3-0. So 7 straight balls by Caden. Well, actually, no, not 7 straight. My apologies. He did work it back to a full count. Nonetheless, he was behind 3-0 to the first batter, and now he's behind 3-0 to the second batter, which is Bryce. And here's the pitch. Called strike, and it's 3-1. And a 3-1. Ground ball back up to the shortstop. Fielded. Had a little trouble with it. Everybody's safe. So we'll charge an error to the shortstop on that one. Runners at first and second. Still nobody out. Top of the first inning for R3. Ryan steps in. Here's the first pitch. Ball one. And pop fly foul. And that's going to make it 3-2. So once again, oops. Actually, it's 1-1. It's looking up. Anyway, apologies, folks. I believe it's 2-1. It is 2-1. So catcher's going out to talk to his pitcher one more time. Make sure they're on the same page. Again, that is Lucas behind the plate. Caden on the mound. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Evens the count at 2 apiece. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Pop fly on the infield. Nice catch by Dylan. And that is 1 away. So 1 down. That brings Kievan in. Ricky on deck. Ball in the dirt. That gets away from Lucas. That allows runners to move up. So runners at second and third. 1 out. 1 ball, no strikes to Kievan. And pitch. Ball low and outside, 2-0. And here comes the 2-0 pitch from Caden. All 3. Now Caden does have room to put Kievan. First base is open. That's ball 4. And now the bases are loaded. And that's going to bring in Ricky. With 1 out. Coach going out to talk to his pitcher. With that, we'll take a quick break. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. All right, folks, we're back. Ricky steps into the batter's box. New pitcher on the mound for Prime. That's going to be Jaden. Ball one is the first pitch from Jaden. And the pitch. Called strike. That's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Foul ball. And it's 1-2. Make that 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, bases loaded. Called strike 3, and that is 2 down. That brings in Reed with bases still loaded. We are in the top of the first here. R3 is threatening, but not put any across yet. Called strike, and it's 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike to Reed. Rocco on deck. And the pitch. Foul ball. 0-2. And the pitch. Called strike 3, and that is 3 outs. So, no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 3 left at the end of a half inning. R3-0, Prime coming up. It's going to be Brooks, Jaden, and Owen. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, folks, we're back. Bottom of the inning, bottom of the first action on the mound is Ryan. Behind the plate is Sammy for R3. Leading off is Brooks. He'll be followed by Jaden. And then Owen, Caden, Lucas, Sammy, Giovanni, Angel, Dylan, Luke, and Clay. Here's the first pitch from Ryan. Called strike. And the bottom of the first is underway. So no one count. No balls, one strike. And the pitch. Ball high. 1-1. It's ground ball to short. That takes a weird hop over the shortstop's glove. And we'll put Brooks on with a leadoff single here in the bottom of the first inning. That'll bring in Jaden. There goes Brooks, and Brooks is in there. Ball one. Or excuse me, 0-1. And here's the 0-1 pitch. Foul ball. Make it 0-2. Well, I was right the first time. 1-1. Ball just a little bit behind the batter. He almost backed into it. 2-1. Foul ball. And that makes it 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. It's a big bird flyby. That's makes the count 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Not 100% on what that was, but I just know it was large. And the pitch. Foul ball. And we'll do 3-2 again. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Brooks at second. Nobody out. Bottom of first. Ryan delivers. Ground ball. That's in the hole. And that's going to put Brooks on third. So that we end up being runners on the corners. With nobody out. That's going to bring in Owen, Caden on deck. It's a back-to-back hits given up by Ryan. Let's put R3 in a good position. Or excuse me, Prime in a good position to score here in the first. R3 threatened with bases loaded, and the pitching of Lucas, the pitching of Jaden shut him down. That's a ball. 1-0. Called strike. And that allowed Jaden to go to second. So it's a 1-1 count on Owen. Runners at second and third. And the pitch. There's a line shot in the left center field. That ball's going all the way to the fence. That's going to score 2. Owen's motoring to second base. And he's in there standing up with a 2 RBI double. Still nobody out. That brings in Caden with Lucas on deck. What a shot out in left center field by Owen. Tries to bunt, strike, and they get Owen at third. So that's 1 down. It's a fly ball, center field. Center fielder's under it, makes the catch, and that's 2 down. So 2 outs. Sorry I didn't clear that runner off second base, folks. It's fixed now. So 2 down. Lucas steps in. Sammy's on deck. Called strike, and it's 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike. Prime leads at 2-0 here in the bottom of the first inning after the blast by Owen out in left center field. Strike 2. It's 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. And Ryan delivers the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is 3 outs. However, Prime does get 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors, and nobody left at the end of 1 inning. It's Prime Naturals 2, R3 0. Coming up for R3 is going to be Rocco, Sam, and Kellen. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, we're back, folks. Rocco steps in. Jaden's still on the mound, swinging a miss. Strike one. So no one count to Rocco. Ball outside, 1-1. And ball off the plate. And it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And here's the 2-1 to Rocco. Ball high, it's 3-1.
You know it.
So 3 balls, 1 strike. Sun's going down there in right field. We'll have some lights coming on here shortly. And it's ball 4. So leadoff walk issued by Prime Pitching. That is Jaden. Puts him on, puts Rocco on, brings in Sam. And pitch. Ball off the plate. 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. Rocco up first. Kellen on deck. And the 1-0 pitch to Sam. Ball off the plate. They called a balk. So that moves Rocco to second. No pitch. So it's still a 1-0 count to Sam. Called strike on the outside corner. That's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. 1 on. Just getting underway here in the top of the 2nd inning. R3 Blue and the Naturals. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Another balk. No pitch. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes still. Jaden's balked twice. And the pitch. And it's 2-2. Time runs at the plate, and Sam. R3 threatening here in the top of 2nd. Called strike 3, and that is 1 out. That's going to bring in Kellen. Coach going out to talk to his pitcher. So with that, let's take a quick break. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. All right, we're back. Conference is over. Jaden delivers the pitch. Foul ball. And it is 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch, foul ball. And it's 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch, foul ball. And we'll do 0-2 again. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on. We are here in the top of the second inning between R3 Blue and Prime Naturals. Again, coming up next is going to be the same R3 Blue team and Diamond Elite Nationals to finish out the night with game number 6. Then tomorrow we'll be at a different park, Ed Radis Park, covering 3 different age groups. It's a ground ball. That goes in through the hole in left field. That's going to score a run. And Kellen is on with an RBI single here in the top of the second. So that scores Rocco. Cuts the lead to 1. Still 1 out. That brings in Anthony. Jet on deck. Jaden looks in, gets a sign, checks on Kellen, and delivers home. Called strike. That's 0-1.
Is that Sammy coming up next? Is that Sammy or Rocco?
Ball outside. And it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, 1 on, 1 run in. Top of the second. It's a 1-run game. Ball low. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Called strike. 2-2. And here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that is 2 outs. Oh, I called a balk. So that's going to move third balk of the inning on Jaden. That's going to move Kellen to second, and that was no pitch. So it's going to be 2-2 again. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball outside. And it's full count now. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swinging and a miss, strike 3, and that is 2 outs. So that'll bring in Jet. On deck will be Sammy, the top of the order for R3. Ball outside. And it's 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. Kellen at second. 2 outs. And that gets away from the catcher. It's 2-0. That moves Kellen to third, who's the tying run. 2 outs. And the pitch. Called strike. 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball in the dirt. Nice stop by Lucas, or Luke, rather. Lucas. And that is ball 4. So runners on the corners now with 2 outs. That's going to bring in Sammy. Sammy walked his first time up. On deck is Bryce. As you can see, the lights have come on here as we get closer to dark. Ball up, and Jet goes to second. So it's a 1-0 count on Sammy. And the pitch. And make that 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs, 2 on. The go-ahead run is at second base. And the pitch. Ball 3. 3-0. Now, should Jaden lose Sammy here, he does have a base open, so would load the bases with 2 outs. Timeout. Runner's fixing his shoe down at third. That's Kellen. And the pitch. Called strike. That's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Ground ball to third, fielded cleanly, over to first, and that is 3 outs. However, R3 does pick up 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. At the end of 1.5, it's a 2-1 ball game in favor of Prime Naturals. Coming out for Prime Naturals in the bottom of the second is going to be Sammy, Giovanni, and Angel. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, folks, we're back. Sammy steps in. Ryan's still on the mound. It's a line shot center field. Excuse me, that's not Sammy. That was, it was Sammy. Lines out to shortstop. One down. So one out. That brings in Giovanni. On deck is Angel. Foul ball.
No.
So an 0-1 count to Giovanni. Make that 1-1. It's a fly, ground ball to short, over to first. Nice play. That is 2 down. Had trouble finding it there for a minute. Located it, and now there's 2 outs. That's going to bring in Angel. On deck is Dylan. And a pitch. Called strike. 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And strike 2. Foul ball. And that's going to make it 0-2 again. Pop fly on the infield. Caught by Ryan, and that's 3 down. So we're 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. At the end of 2, it's still prime 2, R3-1. Coming up for R3 in the top of the 3rd is going to be Bryce, Ryan, and Kievan. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. Bryce is stepping in. Called strike, and it is 0-1. Owen is now on the mound for Prime Naturals. And the 0-1 pitch, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Just getting underway here in the top of the third. There's a fly ball in the center field. Center fielder's coming over, makes the catch. And that is 1 out. That brings in Ryan. Kievan on deck. 1 down. Owen delivers the first pitch. Foul ball. That's 0-1. Foul ball again. And that makes it 0-2. Owen gets a sign, delivers the 0-2. That hit him. They're saying it's a foul ball, actually. So we'll do 0-2 again. And it did hit him on the hand. All right, so that puts Ryan on first. Kievan is at the plate now. And the pitch. Here goes Ryan. Throw down. That goes into center field on the throw. Here's the throw to third. Not in time. Excuse me. So Ryan is now standing at third base. I believe it's ball 1 on Owen. Or excuse me, Kievan. Wow. The count is 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. That's Ryan at third. It's a tying run. It's a deep fly ball. Left center field. Catch is made. One-handed by the left fielder. And that scores the tying run. And this ball game's all knotted up at 2 apiece, folks. With 2 down now. So 2 outs. That brings in Ricky. There's the first pitch from Owen. Ball in the dirt. And it's 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. Tie ball game, 2 apiece. Top of the third inning. Ground ball to third, fielded cleanly. Over to first. That is 3 outs. So no run, excuse me, 1 run, no hits, no errors, and nobody left at the end of 2.5. It's a tie ball game, 2-2. Coming up for Prime, it's going to be Dylan, Luke, and Clay. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. Bottom of 3. Dylan steps in. On deck is Luke. Ball in the dirt. That's a 1-0 count to Dylan. And make that 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes to Dylan. Ball just off plate. I actually called strike, and it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball inside. 3-1. And 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. And that puts Dylan at first with a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 3rd. That brings in Luke. So it's like we have a pitching change for R3. Let's see who that is before we take a break. And looks like it's going to be number 23, Rocco, on the mound. So with that, folks, let's take a quick break. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, we're back. First pitch from Rocco. Ball inside. Oops. It's a 1-0 count. And the pitch. Foul ball behind us. And it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Dylan at first base. And the pitch. Ball inside. 2-1. So Rocco checks on Dylan at first. He's back. Actually, yes. He's making sure that was Dylan running for himself. I was used to seeing him catching earlier in the day. So ball low. That makes it 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And the count is full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 runner on. That's Dylan. Nobody out. Fly ball to center field. Center fielder lost it. And it's dropped down. They couldn't find it in the lights. And that's going to allow Dylan to go all the way to third base. And Luke go into second. That's going to bring in Clay with nobody out. Runners on second and third. Go ahead run. Is 90 feet away. Here at Canal Park under the lights, Field 4, the Fall Championship. R3 Blue and Prime Naturals. And the pitch. Called strike. And it's 0-1 to Clay. On deck is Brooks. Back to the top of the lineup. And the pitch from Rocco. Bunted. And it's foul ball. Just barely foul. And that makes it 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, 2 on. Clay steps back into the batter's box. Foul ball, and we'll do 0-2 again. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is 1 out.
He got him. You're all right.
So 1 down. Brings in Brooks. Brooks singled and scored his first time up. On deck is Jaden. There's a ground ball to second, actually cut off by the pitcher, Rocco. That allows a run to score, and Prime Naturals take an early, or a 3-2 lead. Sorry about that. A little excitement on my side. 2 down, though.
We got 2 out.
That moves Luke to third.
Call it, Sammy. Call it from back there.
And the pitch. Pop fly on the infield. Shortstop's under it. Makes the catch. And that is 3 outs. However, Prime Naturals pick up 1 run on 1 hit. No errors and 1 left. At the end of 3, it's a 3-2 ball game. Coming up for R3 in the top of the 4th is going to be Reed, Rocco, and Sam. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, folks, here we go. Reed's going to step in. And the pitch. Fly ball, right field. Right fielder under it. Makes a catch. And that is 1 away. So 1 out. That's going to bring in Rocco. He walked and scored his first time up. It's a fly ball in the left field. That's going to bloop in and drop between everybody. And Rocco's on with a lead, 1 out single here in the top of the 4th. That's going to bring in Sam. On deck is Kellen. Owen acted like he was going to go to first base, but he did not. Ball up. And it's 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes to Sam. Getting Kellen on deck. Ball outside. And it's 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. Called strike. That's 2-1. The catcher, Lucas, is going to go out and talk to his pitcher. And the 2-1 pitch. Foul ball, 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And make that 2-2. Or excuse me, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Again, thanks for joining us here on the USSSA Sports Network. Glad to have you aboard. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe. That helps grow our numbers, grow our channel, and helps us to get advertisers and sponsors to enhance the experience for you and these players. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that is 2 down. That did move Rocco to second. Also, it didn't cost you anything to subscribe, like, or share. I would really appreciate that. Again, thank you so much for joining us. It means a lot. And the pitch from Owen. There's a line shot in the center field, caught, and that is 3 outs. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left at the end of 3.5. It's Prime 3, R3, 2. Coming up for Prime Naturals is going to be Owen, Caden, and Lucas. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, folks, we're back. Owen steps in here in the bottom of the 4th. And the pitch. There's a line shot in the center field. Center fielder makes the catch. And that is 1 away. So 1 pitch, 1 out. That brings in Caden. Lucas on deck. Rocco's still in the mound for R3, by the way. And behind the plate is still Sammy. Foul ball. And it's 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike. Ball on the dirt, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And make that ball 2. So 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Nobody on, just getting underway here in the bottom of the 4th. It's a 3-1 count now to Caden. Foul ball right back at us here. And it makes the count full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch coming from Rocco. Ball 4. And Caden's on with a 1-out walk here in the 4th. That brings in Lucas. Sammy on deck. Coach goes out to talk to his pitcher. Conference broken up. Called strike on the outside corner. And it's 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike to Lucas. Caden at first, 1 out. Bottom of 4th. 5th pool play game of the day for 13U here on field 4. Ground ball. That's going to get through for a hit. And that's going to move Caden all the way to 3rd. And Lucas is on. And it continues. So runners on the corners with 1 out. Sammy steps in. Giovanni on deck.
Let's go 39. Let's go 39.
And the pitch. Ball inside. Fake the throw down to try to get. Well, it's actually Jaden run for Lucas. And he's into second base. 1-0 count to Sammy. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. Rocco sets, delivers. Ball off the plate, that gets away. But Caden holds at 3rd. 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes.
Let's go, that's the score, baby.
And the pitch. Ball 3. Sammy goes out to talk to Rocco, while the other Sammy is at the plate. Again, the next game coming up is going to be R3 and Diamond Elite Nationals. R3 blue to be specific. And the pitch. Ball inside, and bases are now loaded. So some defensive moves by R3. Bases loaded, one out.
Hey, one out. Turn it up the middle.
And here we go. And the pitch.
Back up the picture.
It's a ball in the dirt. It's 1-0. And the pitch. Foul ball. And it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bases loaded. Prime leads it by 1 here in the bottom of the 4th. Pop fly on the infield. First baseman calls it, makes the catch, and that is 2 outs.
Hey, 2 outs, anybody? Let's go 2-3, do a job. Anybody?
So that's Sammy at first, Jaden running for Lucas at second, and Caden at third. 2 outs, that brings in Giovanni. And the pitch. Ball just a little bit up. 1-0. Pop fly on the infield. Second baseman's under it. Makes the catch. And R3 gets out of this inning unscathed. It's actually Angel. Sorry about that. Okay, so no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 3 left at the end of 4. It's still 3-2. Coming up in the top of the 5th for R3 is going to be Anthony, Jet, and Sammy. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, here we go, folks. Top of 5. Anthony steps in. Jet is on deck. As we start the top of the fifth. Ball high. 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch. Ball strike, and it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Anthony here in the top of the fifth. And that's strike 2. Owen's still on the mound. Lucas still behind the plate. It's a 1-2 count. Fly ball, left field. Foul territory. Nice try by the left fielder, just could not get there. And we'll do 1 and 2 again. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Ball off the plate, 2 and 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. Top of 5. Prime lead it by 1. Pop fly right here at home plate. Sammy's under it. Makes the catch. Or excuse me, Lucas is under it, makes the catch. And that is 1 away. That's going to bring in Jet. On deck is Sammy. Too many Sammys in this one. 2 Sammys and a Sam. So Owen looks in, gets a side, and delivers the pitch. Ball high. That's 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. That's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Ground ball to first. Fielded cleanly. And takes it himself, and that's 2 down. So that's going to bring in Sammy. On deck is Bryce. 2 down. Ball off the plate. It's 1-0. Ball 2. 2-0. It is a count now on Sammy. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs. Nobody on. Top of 5. And that is 3-0 now. So 3 balls, no strikes to Sammy from Owen. And the pitch. That's ball 4. So 2 out walk issued to Sammy. That brings in Bryce. On deck is Ryan. That is Sammy's the catcher, so that is Jet going in to run for Sammy. Bryce steps in. Throw over to Owen to check on Jet, who's running for Sammy, and he's back in time. And the pitch. Called strike, and it's 0-1. What a nice, cool, crisp night. That's right temperature. It's not too cool, not too warm. Beautiful facility here at Field 4, 13U action. Called strike 2. And it's 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs.
Find a way. Don't come put it in play.
And the pitch. Ball up high. And it's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. Foul ball. And we'll do 1-2 again.
Get on the play.
It's going to make it 2-2. And the pitch. Ball in the dirt. Nice stop by Lucas. That's going to make the count full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Stand on top.
After Owen being ahead, 0-2.
Stand on top of the
It's
play.
giving up 3 balls now to let Bryce get back into the count. And make it 3-2. Foul ball. As Jet was on his way to second.
Angel in the center field.
And we'll do 3-2 again. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. There's a runner. Ball 4. And back-to-back walks issued by Owen. Puts runners on first and second.
Swing, Ryan.
Time runs at second base. Coach coming out. Looks like we might have a pitching change. Perhaps. Perhaps not. And we will. And we'll see who that's going to be here in just a second. As R3 is threatening with runners at first and second, 2 outs. We'll get that number 40 in a moment, folks. So it is going to be Sammy on the mound pitching for Prime Naturals. So with that, let's take a quick break. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. All right, folks, here we go. Back to the live action here. 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Sammy will be delivering his first pitch to Ryan here momentarily with 2 outs. And the first pitch, foul ball right behind us, 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike.
Get it on the line somewhere.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, 2 on. We're in the top of the 5th. There's the pitch.
Yeah.
Ball in the dirt. And that allows everybody to move up. And that's 1-2. So the go-ahead run is at second. Tying runs at third. And it evens the count at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's a line shot, center field, and center fielder makes the catch. And that is 3 outs. So no runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left at the end of 4.5. It is a 3-2 ball game in favor of Prime Naturals. Coming up for Prime is slated to be Dylan, Luke, and Clay. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, we're back. Kellen is now on the mound for R3. Stepping in is Dylan to face Kellen. And here's the first pitch. Oh. Sammy and Kellen working to get on the same page. And here we go. First pitch. Called strike. And it's 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike. Bottom of 5. Foul ball just out of play here. That's 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. There's a fly ball in the left field, actually left center. Center fielder coming over. Could not make the catch, and that's going to drop in there So that puts Dylan on. That brings in Luke on deck. Clay will be the third batter. Actually, what? So Luke's at the plate. Clay is on deck. Throw over to check on Dylan. He's back in time. And the pitch. Ball in the dirt. Nice stop by Sammy. It's 1-0. Kellen checks Dylan at first and delivers home. Ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. Nobody out. Dylan at first. Clay on deck. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. And it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Luke. And the pitch. Fly ball. Towering fly ball in left field. Shortstop's back. Actually, left fielder calls him off. He makes the catch, and that is 1 away. So 1 down. That brings in Clay. Dylan still at first base. And that's the ball game, folks. Time limit time has expired. And this one, final score here: Prime Naturals 3, R3 Blue 2. Coming up next is going to be Diamond Elite Nationals versus R3 Blue. This is Doc. This is from the Tampa Bay Utro Play Safe Sports Network. Thanks for joining us for this one. We'll see you in the next game.